We're doing a unit on triangle congruency. So it's just like, how do you know when one triangle is exactly the same as the other triangle? It's a pretty quick unit. Like we might even have a quiz on Friday. We'll see how it goes, but it's not a long section. So a lot of today is just like, can you understand what the notation means, and like, can you write it the way that you're supposed to? So let me go through and explain what these little marks mean. You got one tick mark there. That means it's congruent to or the same side length as the other thing with one tick mark. So the ones go together, the twos go together, the threes go together. This side's the same as itself. Those two tick marks mean those two are the same as themselves in this question. Three tick marks mean those two match up. So it might, I don't know the numbers, but it could be like if that's three, well that's gotta be three also. That's five, that's gotta be five also, and then like six. As an example, it just means like you have different pairs of numbers that are equal. So the angles are the same. So we're on one arc, that's the same exact angle as the other place with one arc. You kind of think about like corresponding angles. Or if I have two arcs, that's the exact same as the other place where I have two arcs. And if I have three arcs, that's the same as the other place where I have three. So then they're gonna ask you to name things that are equal, and I'm gonna add a couple things to this. So angle CDB. So angle CDB. The easiest way is not to look at the triangle. The easiest way is to look at the letters. So CDB, I took the second letter, the third letter, and then the first letter. Like what order did it go in? Well, I went second letter, third letter, first letter. So in the other triangle, I also have to go second letter, third letter, first letter. So this would be the same as angle TUD. Because it has to match up with the order of the letters. Now, that's true with the angles also. It's just hard to tell. Like CDB is here, TUD is here, so they do match up. It's just easier to tell from the letters. So let's say that I ask you side length BD is congruent to what other side length? Same idea. I took the first and third letters, so I take the first and third letters over here. And we just did like the bottoms. BD is down there, TD is down there. Alright, let's do another one. This might seem like, well, where's the math? Like, what am I supposed to do? That's not really math today, it's just like naming things. So same idea. So they give me these two things. The triangles aren't like one's flipped around, so it's not necessarily easy to look at them and see. That's why we look at the letters. So side length JH. So JH is this guy. So I can look at the three tick marks. On the other place, there's three tick marks, and know it's going to be this. But I don't know if it's HB or BH at this point. So that's when I go back to the letters. They give me JH, which is the third letter, and then the first letter. So what does JH match up with? The weights are the same.
Or BH.
BH. It's got to be the third letter than the first letter. If I said angle HIJ is congruent to, tell me, HW. So you do the same order. So HIJ is just the first letter, second letter, third letter. So that's match up with first, second letter, first and second letter. So HW. Question on those two? Alright, up to 11 with me. Now they're giving you the triangle thing, and you gotta mark the angle. So the order matters. You gotta pay attention. So I'm just gonna go. Well, I'm gonna do angles first. The first angle they gave me is S. So I'm gonna put one arc. which letter in the other triangle shall also have one arc? First letter, S and B both get one arc. Second letter is R. I'm going to put two arcs there. And two arcs where else? Now we're on the second one. Then I just go to the third letter. Third letter is T. I'm going to put three marks there. Means I also have to put three marks over here on angles. And then they say angle R is equal to what? Well, two ways you can do it. You can look at the letters and be like, well, that's the second letter. So R must equal T because that's the second letter. Or R has two arcs. So find the one over here with two arcs. That's D. So kind of get you in both ways. But I have sides to do also. So you should have like tick marks on it as well. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go in order. So SR is the first like pair of numbers. I'm going to put one tick mark. And then BD is the first pair of numbers. So I'll put one tick mark there. That says those are equal. The next pair of numbers, or next pair of letters over here would be RT. I already used SR, right? I'm just going to jump to RT. That's going to get two tick marks. And then can you tell me what in the other triangle will also get two tick marks? You see the second two letters there. And then we can go through the other one, but it's really just like this gets the one that's left gets two tick marks. I'll do that again. I'll do that. Questions on 11 before I go through it? All right, we'll look at 11. Gotta label them. Angle F is the first angle I see. Angle J is the first letter I see in that one. So I'll put one arc on both of those. Second letter I see is the D. So that's going to get two arcs. Maybe I'll put like two little arcs in there. Two arcs. And then two arcs here for K. So those are the second letters. The third letter is E, so that's going to get three. Third letter is L, so that's going to get alright. Now go to the sides. So the first side that I see here is the first pair, which is FD. One tick mark there. And then just looking at the other triangle, what goes with FD? First two letters would have to be JK. JK is one tick. JK. So I'll just write these again. I already did FD and JK, so now I'm going to go to DE and KL. That's like the next pair of numbers. DE is going to get two tick marks, and KL is going to get two tick marks. And then whatever's left over. Like I can look at the letters if I want. E and F for the first and third letter, J and L are the first and third letter. You don't really need to. It's just like what's left. And then you get into these. So FD is equal to what? Well, FD has one tick mark. So one side length on the other triangle also has one tick mark. Is it JK or KJ? We have to figure that out. So it's this one, right? So I did DF. I went second letter, first letter. No, sorry. It says FD. So I did first letter, second letter. So if it's FD here, it's got to be JK here. First letter, second letter, first letter, second. What? You don't like it? You don't feel it? Let's say that I said side DE. So a couple things. The D is here. It's got two tick marks. So I find the other thing with two tick marks, and that's this one. That makes sense. They're both like diagonal, right? But you can't just pick like KL or LK backwards. You can't just pick the one you like. So I did DE, which means I went from the second letter to the third letter. So I have to go from the second letter to the third letter here as well. So that's go to 21. And I think this will help the other two like sink in a little more as well. Hopefully. So what I wanted to say triangle blank is congruent to triangle blank. I have to name them properly in the same order. As long as they're the same order, it doesn't really matter which order you do it. But I'm going to show you like what I think is the easiest. So I'm going to go where there's one arc, and then where there's two arcs, and where there's three arcs. So I'm going to call this triangle EFG. So I'm going 1, 2, 3. So if this one's EFG because of 1, 2, 3. Doesn't this have to be NLM because of 1, 2, 3, like the same thing? So that's how you name it. So I did first the one arc, two arc, three arcs, so E, and then F, and then G. And I got to do the exact same pattern or process on the other triangle. So I go one arc, two arc, three arc, so that's N, L, M. So it's kind of like going backwards. Let's look at 22. Same thing. I want to be able to say triangle blank is congruent to triangle 1. How do I mean? You just have to make sure that you're going in the same order each time. So again, I'm going to go 1 arc, 2 arcs, 3 arcs, like in that order. So C, E, D. Then if I do the same thing over here, I'll get L, M, N. Questions I can answer? And I know not everyone like totally gets Alec or I don't know, whoever. Go ahead and get to work. We'll move on tomorrow. Be done, submit it. Normal stuff. With you were looking like